Hi friends, it's Ashlee, owner of Ashlee's Crazyyoga, and I'm coming to YouTube today. I know that was kind of weird, with an update. So first update, we moved, so we got a new space. It's a house this time, so that's awesome. We're still renting, but I will need to do a house tour and show you guys how we've been decorating the space. I'm trying to get straight to the point because this is going to be two parts or two separate videos. The second one's going to be really diving into how I've been feeling these past couple months, maybe even years. But this is just a brief video for those that do follow the studio's page and they want an update video kind of straight to the point. So the big news is we will be closing the actual storefront, that location of our studio. We've been there for 2 years, and the reason is because not the landlord, but the actual owner, he's been very slow with the process of saying he wants to sell the building. So that's why we started a GoFundMe to try to raise enough money. It can't be a normal mortgage, even though there's a living space above. So we were trying to live above the studio and then have our business below. So we couldn't do a regular mortgage. We have to do a commercial buy. So a commercial buy means that we have to have a greater down payment, so like 20%, meaning between like 20 and 30,000 we need to put down. So that's why we started our GoFundMe to purchase this space. In the meantime, I've been looking for different spaces to move the studio, but it's just been a lot. We ran into a shady kind of person. I didn't like his vibe. We toured the space and it was just, I don't know, I felt weird after that. So I didn't like that space. And I wanted to feel the same feeling. Hi, he's in the back. The same feeling when I walked into our current space. Like we still have the studio now, but I didn't feel that same wow factor walking into that shady man's space that he had for rent. And he was saying some like very arrogant stuff. Like I'm going to get into that in the other video. So we toured that space, didn't like it, and I don't want to just move the studio for the sake of moving the studio. And I wanted to feel genuine, like obviously genuine, but I wanted to be a good space for people. They have enough space to spread out, do yoga, do our fitness classes and things like that. So with that, we've been moving a lot of stuff here, and either we're going to put most of the stuff in the basement that doesn't fit on our floor in our house because it's basically like a flat, or we're going to find like a storage unit to store the stuff, because in the future I do see us having another storefront. It may not be in this area. We'll see how long it is, because as Bear gets older, he'll be able to come with me to the studio longer because I still exclusively breastfeed him. So being able to drive further, because the studio was like 10 minutes from our house, we would have more options, being able to commute a little bit longer because as he gets older. So that was one thing I thought about. So in the meantime, we will be moving the studio virtually or to my house. So the address will be mentioned when you book. You'll get an email confirmation, and in the email confirmation will be the new address. So I won't be obviously broadcasting where I live, but I have loyal students and I love them so much. And as I was saying the news in one of our classes, one of them was just like, just send us the address. And so like, that made me feel really good, because I honestly, this whole time I felt like a failure, that the studio has been closing and this process. Hi, baby. And it's really stalled with the owner kind of just saying he wants to sell the building, and it's stalled our events and things I've wanted to do, because we do an open house like every other month. That's what we were doing last year and even the year before, to get people to know about our space. So yeah, we have a new house. This is where we're going to be practicing. You can still join us by signing up for classes, and join us virtually if you are not in Wisconsin. There will be a part 2 of me kind of going more into detail, but I just want to let everybody